When I got into the Ford Fusion Hybrid and didn't notice anything unusual, that's when I knew Ford really had a shot at North American Car of the Year. It drives like a regular car. It looks like a regular car, but it gets 41 miles per gallon in the city. In case you were opening another browser window just then, come back to me. I said 41 miles per gallon in the city.
Well, a hybrid is a combination of gasoline and battery electric power. So the great thing is you get the most fuel-efficient mid-size sedan in the Ford Fusion Hybrid, but it's also a fun-to-drive car. So you've got plenty of room for your family and all your stuff that goes in the trunk. It's a great everyday driver. In fact, you won't even notice when you go between gasoline and electric power. It's a very smooth transition.
Lisa Brock is Ford's product news manager. She's also pregnant. I have a feeling that by the time her kid enters kindergarten, hybrids will be as common as navigation systems are today. Speaking of navigation. Navigation. Destination home. This Ford Fusion Hybrid has the Microsoft Sync system with a touchscreen. Loyal viewers of Real World Test Drive may remember the wrestling match I got into with the Sync system on the Taurus show. There's simply no comparison. This Sync system with the touchscreen actually gives you options on the screen if it doesn't know exactly what you just said. Once you get used to the system, you can control almost everything with voice commands. Temperature 68. The voice commands let you control the climate inside the car, and if you have the Sirius Travel Link, they can even give you the 5-day forecast. The Fusion Hybrid can even give you the ski report. If you're more into watching sports than playing them, the Fusion Hybrid can also give you the sports scores. Speaking of scoring, if you're on a date and like most guys you didn't plan ahead, the Fusion Hybrid can even help you out there. Movie listings. And when the final credits roll and it's time to roll to a restaurant, you can either just say, "I'm hungry," and the magic genie inside the dashboard will tell you which restaurants are closest. Or she can sort by types of food. All this new technology is amazing, but what about driver distraction? Just because this car has enough airbags to make the paramedics think you were bubble wrapped, you don't really want to test them, do you?
And Ford takes that very seriously. In fact, we have a driver distraction lab in Dearborn, Michigan, and we study drivers and their reactions. And if there's a feature that should not be available while someone is driving, that feature will be blocked out in our technology.
What would really come in handy on not just this car, but a lot of cars is a big mute button that you can push right there that mutes the cell phone, the radio, the navigation system, and anything else that's distracting you while you're trying to drive. The Ford Fusion Hybrid is perfect for road warriors. This 110-volt outlet in the back is perfect for charging your laptop or your cell phone, but it's also great for people who want to try to eat healthy on the road. The Wearing folks lent us a blender, and we asked Brad Harbour, the personal trainer at Fitness Lifestyles in Asbury Park, New Jersey, to tell us what he would tell his clients to make a smoothie.
We have protein powder, a banana, and low-fat peanut butter. So with the protein powder, we're replacing a meal because we're getting the calories, carbohydrates, and high amount of protein that the body needs. We also had peanut butter to get some sugar and good starches in the body for energy, and then the banana last because that gives us potassium. This way we don't cramp up from sitting in the car all day, or if we worked out in the morning, it gives us an advantage to not be stiff or have muscle spasms throughout the day.
Obviously, we already warned you about distracted driving. Don't try to make the smoothie while cruising the interstate. Something that Ford has done that's really smart is a lot of people put stuff like their cell phone or whatever up on the dash and it slides all over. It's a distraction while you're driving, and also you can break your phone. Ford's created this little storage area up here, so you just put your BlackBerry in there and close it, and there you go. Like most hybrids, the Ford Fusion Hybrid gets much better mileage in stop-and-go city traffic than it does on the highway. That's the opposite of regular internal combustion engines, in other words, the car you're driving now. The reason is city driving is usually at lower speeds, which means you are using the electric motor rather than the gasoline engine. Additionally, when you're stopped at a light, there's no idling. The electric motor just kind of pauses until you're ready to go. Ford's new Easy Fuel capless gas tank means you don't have to twist on and off a gas cap. Ford says the capless gas tank is more environmentally friendly because unnecessary fumes don't leak into the air, and also your hand doesn't smell like gasoline. The capless tank is also good for people with arthritis. Lisa Brock tells us that the city mileage is so good in the Fusion Hybrid that you can run around Manhattan for 700 miles before filling up again. Considering the island of Manhattan is just about 13 miles long, that may take you a while. If you go shopping on your trip, unlike some other hybrids, there's plenty of room in the trunk. There's also plenty of room in the back seat. With 156 horsepower and a 0 to 60 time of 8.7 seconds, you're not really giving up anything to be as green as Kermit.
I can still have enough acceleration to get myself on the highway, but I'm also doing it in a fuel-efficient fashion, and there's no compromise situation there.
Oh, and in case you were wondering, yes, the Ford Fusion Hybrid did win North American Car of the Year for 2010, which is one of the most prestigious prizes in the business. And you won't break the bank by paying the so-called hybrid premium. The Ford Fusion Hybrid starts at $27,000. The prices tested was $33,000. I'm Grant Winter reporting.